This is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
The Meat Improv!
Hello and welcome to The Meat Improv with me, Josh Zipsit.
And me, Jake Jabor.
The Meat Improv is the storytelling and improv comedy podcast where we bring on comedian guests to tell true, meaty stories from their lives. And then we do mocking improv scenes inspired by those stories. Today we have two special guests. First-timer, Greg Giebel.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hi. Hi.
Say hello. No one listening sees the gun I've got pointed at him, but there you can trust that there is one. And returning guest Hillary Ann Matthews.
And now I say hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
The way you were looking at me, I was like, did I mess up a friend of years? Did I mess up your names now?
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You looked at me like I was like, Heather Woodward. That's how paranoid I am about that part. Anyway.
Oh, me too. And with good reason. That's a lot of times I just don't say people's names because even if I know it, I'm so afraid that I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's one that I was going to... That's what I couldn't think of that I wanted to talk about. I just was over at the Bourgeois Pig. I maybe shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna. I have had so many interactions in the last 2 weeks where I run into someone who I recognize.
Yeah.
And I think I know where they're from.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
You mean, do you mean like just a lay person or do you mean a Los Angeles celebrity?
I mean like a friend, someone I've either taught or worked with or something like that.
I see. Yes.
I don't want to give too many specifics about this particular person because I told them to listen to the podcast. So if this comes out, I don't think they're going to listen. It's somebody I worked with years ago that I thought was another guy that I worked with a year ago.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't remember either of their names. But I gave him my phone number. He texted me and I was like, oh shit,
Yes.
Until I saw the name, I was like, I didn't have you even in the right zone.
It comforts me to hear about this issue for you because when it happens to me, I become like so alarmed that I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm losing my mind.
I always get thrown off if I see people in like a different context. Like I'm used to seeing them in one place and then see them somewhere else. I'm like, wait, so that always throws me off. It happened to me last night with my sister's friends showing up at Franklin and I didn't recognize them for like 30 seconds. I was like, hey, how can I help you? And they're like, it's Kim's friends. They're like, oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bad.
Yeah.
And then did you try? Were you like, sorry?
Yeah, I was like,
out of context.
Yeah, I'm at work. It threw me off. Yeah.
Yeah, one time after a show, one time I did have 2 minutes of interaction with somebody and I was like, who the fuck is this person who came up and hugged me? Who is this? Like I was like, I don't know. And a relief when I figured out who it was.
Oh, you did figure it out?
But just because of because of the context. It was like, oh, duh, of course. Like, duh. But it was like the context was really threw me.
I had one recently. Boy. Where I ran into someone backstage at UCB. Well, first of all, before I say any of this, students in teaching really fucks me.
Yeah.
It's just adding 400 more ingredients to the students. A year out from a class, and I'm sorry, I know a lot of students listen to this, but please forgive me when it takes me a second to like contextualize. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I always ask students, like, who was in your class? Oh yeah, now I remember that class. Like,
oh, smart.
But even seeing somebody, sometimes I need to be. That I could pull up if I knew. Like if it was on Facebook or something, like, oh yeah, that person.
Yeah.
Obviously, because their name's attached to Facebook. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but sometimes like someone out in the wild, I'm like, I can't pull up a name. But if I had a little context, I could be like, oh yeah, like Cindy or something like that. What was I just saying before I got into that little, whatever.
I've done it a few times. I've said the wrong one knowing the right one, which is weird. One time I worked at a visitor center and a kid I went to elementary school with came into the visitor center. I hadn't seen him in like 10 years. He like moved away and he was like, hey, do you remember me? And I was like, oh yeah, I know who this is. It's Shiloh. And I was like, yeah, of course, man. Leiden. And he was like, not Leiden. And I was like, he was like, who's Leiden? And I was like, I don't know.
No one on earth.
Leiden is not anybody on earth. That is not a name. What visitor center?
In Idaho Springs, Colorado.
For what?
like the town visitor center when tourists come.
Cool.
And then
Leiden.
and I was
Were you
like,
having a small stroke?
Yeah. I was like, in my mind, I was like, why did I say Leiden? I know his name is Shiloh. Like, it was crazy. And then
A junior stroke. You were young,
yeah,
right?
junior stroke.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was at Chick-fil-A and they have the people working instead of talking into the box when they get busy. They have somebody out there to greet you.
In-N-Out style?
Yeah.
Animal style.
Animal style. They have a animal style workers. And she was a former student that I taught at a school I worked at. And I was like, oh, I know who that is. And then I said a different school I worked at. I was like, hey, which I was like, hey, did you go to New West? And she was like, no. Then I was like, oh. But I wanted to be like, I taught you. I know who you are. But it's like, I'm just a white dude in a car, like pointing at an 18-year-old being like, what school do you go to? And I was like, you know what? I'll figure it out later.
just rammed your way through the Chick-fil-A. Boom, onto Highland.
Yeah, it's like my mouth fails me.
Your mind fails you too, is what I was going to get to. So I saw someone backstage at UCB and I was like, oh, I remember that. I recognized her and I was like, student, definitely a student of mine. And I was like, that was the girl who I had like some issue with in a class one time.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Just to clarify the issue, she was offended by a note I gave her.
Yeah.
And to the point where I was like, I don't know a better way to put it. And I don't like this class anyway, and I'm not coming to your class show. I didn't say that out loud, but it was the last class.
And you didn't go to the show?
I got a sub. I was like,
Wild.
I don't want to see it.
Well, I get a sub.
Yeah, I didn't just leave them. Then I'd get fired.
I don't know.
But I was like, I'd rather play basketball than go see these people again. That's a really rude thing to say. Luckily, I think the feeling might have been mutual in that particular class. Anyway, I later, like a month later, I was at some other indie show, and I saw the actual person who'd done that, and I was like, man, for a whole month, I was putting that incident on this other person.
Yes.
And so it's not just your your mouth that fails you. And Malcolm Gladwell did a podcast on this recently.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that? Where it was like,
we didn't. Did we, Greg?
Let's play it.
but it was like how people
listen to that.
misremember things.
Oh.
Yeah. Like how when you're telling a story and they use a story between him and his friend on 9/11 or whatever, they both had different accounts and they were both pretty sure that they were right. But it's like, they brought it back to the Brian Williams thing, saying his chopper came under fire or whatever, and how he was like, I didn't mean to lie.
Yeah.
It must have been a deep thing in my head where I maybe wanted to tell a better story, and no one believed him. But I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because why would you lie about that?
There's
Something that can be easily figured out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something. I didn't hear that podcast, but I read the book that he talks about it in, or somebody else, or AJ Jacobs wrote a book that did similar stuff. And it talks
you
about,
read a book
from front to back. And it's there's something about when a memory gets moved from short term to long term, the way it's filed is differently, so things can get flipped. I mean, I'm
you saw the movie Inside Out.
And if Disgust isn't paying attention, Bebop or whatever his name is will disappear. I haven't seen that movie. I have. But the way your brain transfers something from short term to long term isn't the same. And so stuff starts to it'll fill in things to hold it in place or something like that. I'm butchering that explanation based on everyone's eyes.
Yeah. No, all of our listeners are dumber.
I always get thrown off
heard that
when my friends have a memory that include me and it's really my story and I have no recollection of it anymore. I'm just that was a thing that I did that I just completely, I believe him, that must be a thing. I don't remember it. And it was my life.
I was going to say, I love that if it's fun. Mm-hmm. But if it's not fun,
it's usually
I hate that.
Usually the stories that make me sound like an asshole. I'm like, cool, I was a dick in fifth grade. Good to know.
I remember it. Ooh, God.
Also,
oh, my God.
I still hang out with my friends from fifth grade. So
cool.
No, that is cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. Strong bonds.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go ahead. One time I butchered Kumail Nanjiani's name, introducing him at a show, and he roasted me for 5 minutes.
Good.
And I had practiced all day. I had listened to him on WTF. I was like repeating it in my head. I was like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to do it. It's going to be fine. And then I choked up when I got on stage.
Do you remember what you said?
I went, and please welcome Kumail fuck, shit. And I was like, damn it. And then I was like, Nanjiani. And then he came on and he was like, you just power through, man. He's like, a lot of people have trouble, but you cursed the sky and just added a bunch of expletives into my name. He was like, a lot of people even say it wrong. That's fine. He's like, you stopped and just started swearing into a microphone. I was like, cool, great.
That's fun. I like that.
I was gonna say, back to your thing of like, it doesn't have to be a dickhead thing, but have you ever reconnected with someone from a long time ago and then like they remember something about you that you're like, oh, that's what I was? Like my friend Tyler from gymnastics was like, I remember you had a...
Sorry, what?
I did gymnastics.
Cool.
Tumblebugs.
What'd you say?
Tumblebugs.
Tumblebugs?
I was going to say Gymboree. Gymboree's mine.
In my mind,
like
you did the
insects.
tumblebugs.
The tumblebugs.
No, I did Salto men's gymnastics. We were really good.
Okay.
I won state when I was 9.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've seen him do backflips at a wedding.
No way.
Yeah. I also did it at the dance floor at DCM last year and really scared people.
Oh my God.
Because I was very drunk. I was like, check. That's still the last time I've ever done it. I got to keep hitting that gym and stretching and stuff because it's getting to no more backflips.
Wow, what a
Anyway.
sad day.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I fucking saying? Oh, yeah. My friend Tyler from gymnastics was like, oh, yeah, you were the guy with whose parents let him play a stereo really loud.
Sick.
And I was like, that's just how I listen to my stereo, baby.
I got told a story the other day. My sister was like, oh, like we had dinner with Donnie and his wife, Donnie and Linda, the other night. And Donnie had some really funny stories to tell about you when you were like 12. And I was like, oh God, what? I was just 12. And she was like, apparently they met us at a restaurant and you got up from the table and went and walked around the table and shook his hand. And I was like, I hate that I did that. I was like, what a fucking freak.
But they remembered.
Yes, that Donnie was like, wow, what a remarkable thing for a 12-year-old. And I was like, no, that's a fucking shitty thing for a 12-year-old to do. Like, who do you think you are? Don't do stuff like that.
Wait, you don't think
Sit down. Don't do that.
That seems like a polite gesture to make.
It's just weird.
Oh, God. My sister will bring up, we're 3 years different, and she will bring up a memory of like when I first met her, or like as a baby. Like she's 3 years different. 3 years younger than
It's
me.
so
She's
funny
3
that
years
you
younger.
used that
I know, I'm sorry,
phrasing.
I know, it's a weird way to say it.
You have a 3 year age
younger.
difference,
Yeah, age difference.
but it sounds like you just, instead of saying we're very different, and you were like, we're 3 years different.
Sometimes I don't say things the right way. But she will bring up the fact that when I first saw her when she was a baby, that I said, I hate you, and like ran away.
She doesn't know that.
Exactly. That's my thing. It's not her memory, and she keeps bringing it up. I'm like, that's not a fair thing to do. You have no recollection. Like, this did not shape you at all. But she will bring it up like it's like an argument winner. I'm like,
Well,
what?
who told her that? You can get to the bottom of this.
I think it was like a cute story my parents said, and then
Okay.
she will make it like a not cute story.
Yeah.
Like, still bring it up like she's 27 years old and still will come up in arguments. And like,
Yeah.
well, you said I hate you when
And
you
ran
met me. I was
away.
like,
Yeah.
I was a dick at 3
I
years
also
old.
shit in my pants when I was 3.
I did too. I ran away from home because I shit my pants. When I
Really?
was 3 years old. Yeah, I ran to the forest and they found me. New shame at 3 years old.
With shit in your pants?
Yeah, I just ran. I was like, I was ashamed to be in my house, so I just ran up in the forest. I used to run away a lot as a 3 year. Like I would just go on. I roam. I roam a lot.
man.
My mom called the cops a lot when I was a kid to find because I was lost.
I'm talking real shit. Things I should tell is got a truth.
Improv! Mr. Jabbar! Mr. Jabbar! We think you might be in these woods. Come on, guys, keep the search party going.
Mr. Jabbar!
Jake! Jake! I hear the heavy breathing. He gets caught in like a rope trap or whatever.
A snare?
Yes. Slipped it into a tree. I think we got one. Everybody, come on.
Frantic flashlights. Frantic.
Everyone from the town, gather around.
Oh my gosh, there he is. Jacob Jabor.
We've been looking for you for 3 days. Are you okay? Were you kidnapped? What happened?
Thank God you're all right.
What's on your shirt?
It's dripping down.
It wasn't me.
What?
I'm out to prove my innocence. It looks like I shit my pants. It wasn't me.
Someone else shit in your pants?
Yes, there's somebody else in my house. He had one arm, and he shit in my pants.
No, Jacob, return at once.
Who are you running from? We're here to help.
Into this drainage thing.
You don't need to do this. Hey, Jacob, you don't need to do this.
Big waterfall.
They catch up. Mr. Jabor, Jake Jabor. It's okay. Hey, if someone assaulted you in your home, or even if I suspect you pooped your own pants.
I didn't poop my pants.
It's okay. It's okay if you did. Your whole town's worried about you. Now look we spent a lot of taxpayer money sending all these units after you.
So I think the public we're owed the truth. I had to get a babysitter for the past 3 nights to come looking for you, and I did that because I cared about you as a fellow townsperson.
I'm sorry. I have to prove my innocence. Dive!
Did he have a tramp stamp? I think I saw a glimpse of a tramp stamp on his back when he dove.
Me too. Is it a butterfly?
Mr. Jabor, was that a tramp stamp?
Yes!
Did the one-armed man give that to you?
No, that was a mistake. But I didn't shit my pants. I'll prove my innocence.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Jabor. You don't need to run. There's no reason why we're not trying to arrest you. We were trying to make sure that you were safe and okay. And to find you, we thought that something terrible had befallen you. So, I mean, regardless of, again, who is responsible for what bodily fluids?
I think he's gone, Rico.
Or you guys think up.
Shoot.
Cut to Chicago. We're on the train. All right, guys. Last stop here in Chicago.
God, thank God. It smells like shit in here.
What the fuck is that
Yeah, it
smell?
definitely stinks in here.
We know it's you.
Sir, guys, your hands. Sir, you're covered in shit. I'm a police officer. Can you please put your
You
hands?
can't do that here.
Oh, finally?
I didn't.
Yeah,
There, okay, way to act up now.
it's not a crime to shit yourself. It's just a gross thing. Okay.
Hi.
So did you shit your pants, sir?
I didn't. A one-armed man shit my pants.
What?
A one-armed man shit my pants.
You couldn't overpower a one-armed man?
Oh, don't be.
How did he
Don't
do
be
it?
ableist.
Did he oh, I'm not able.
Oh man.
The only thing I'm imagining is he reached under himself, grabbed your elastic waistband, pulled you hard enough where he was able to.
Wait, sir, don't force
doesn't make sense.
Don't force open the doors. You don't have to jump out the train. Don't.
She rolls out. Weeks later, he's wandering through.
My hair is now bleached and I have a mustache.
Hey, man, welcome to Venice Beach. You want some weed?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Cool. It's a good $20.
Here you go.
Tight, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, you smell something, man?
I went to all that trouble to disguise myself. But I couldn't.
P.U., brother.
P.U., brother.
Hey, I didn't come to Venice Beach to be judged, okay? I came to get a little weed.
Listen, man, I
Clear
mean,
my name.
no judgment, right? Like, it's Venice Beach. Like, we got, like, all kinds here, man. This is, like, no judgment USA.
great. Cool,
However,
cool.
you are covered in dry shit, and that is a thing that we don't take kindly to on the boardwalk.
Running out into the ocean. Dives in. Did that guy have a tramp stamp? Weeks later, we see him. He pulls up. There's a boat out there. Who do we have here, fellas? Who's this?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. All right, pull him up. My God, it's another one.
This is unbelievable. It's the second one we've pulled up this month.
Welcome to the club. Let me guess, you shit your pants on the East Coast?
But pretended that somebody with only one limb did it.
Took a train to Chicago.
No, my
Wound up
guy
in
was
Venice.
missing one limb. Did you pretend that a guy with one
man, you gotta
limb?
get off the boat. This is for different people.
Wait, what?
This is a different boat, man. Gotta get off this boat.
No, it sounds like we're like-minded. I blamed it on a guy who only was missing an arm. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm in the right spot.
Okay.
All right. Just to clarify, sorry. Only missing three limbs.
No,
and I
missing
had
one limb.
No, man, you gotta
blamed
get
it on a
up. You
guy with
gotta
one
get up,
limb?
man. You gotta get up.
Come over.
We pan across the map of the United States back to...
Little red dot moving.
That's a brown dot.
Improv!
Oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hi. It's great to see you.
Tindum?
Tindum?
Nice to see you, Tindley.
No. Tabitha.
Tabitha.
You were way off.
No, what?
Tindon is what you first said.
Tindon or Tindley?
No.
It's not Tindley?
It's Tabitha.
Tindley. Okay, Tabitha. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But man, it is so great to see you. I really loved your class. I loved your class.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
It was so
great
great.
having you in there.
Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you said to me when I did that one scene. I mean, like, I know you remember. We were all laughing so hard. That scene about the black bear.
The
Do you
black... Oh, yeah. The
remember?
Black,
Do you remember what
the
you
black
said
bear.
to me?
Yeah, I said...
No, you remember. You were like...
Black bears are actually not that dangerous.
Yeah, that is what you said. But that was before then the like really
The scene
incredible
was
advice.
about a black bear who had became mayor.
No, died of cancer.
Majorly died of
Died of
cancer.
cancer.
Majorly died of cancer.
Yeah.
Hey, Tabitha.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
I'm great. It's so great getting the class back together. A little
So
reunion at the
great.
Whole
bar.
class is coming.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, what's up?
Not much.
Is it hoop?
Hey, you don't maybe just don't
Is
guess
it hoop?
from now on.
Hoop rants. Hoop rants. I remember you.
My name's not Hoop Rance. It's Hank.
Okay, yeah. But we called you. It was Hoopy.
Who called me? No one called me Hoopy.
I'm pretty sure somebody did.
Hoop
Anyway,
isn't
it's
a
great.
name. These aren't names.
Oh, this is amazing that the whole class is reuniting here at this bar.
Yeah. We thought we'd get
guys,
together.
sorry.
what's up?
Sorry, I got caught up on valet parking. Hey,
Just here trying to watch the World Cup.
hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Great.
What are the odds, right? That our beloved teacher is here at our reunion?
This is very cool. How long ago is that again?
A couple weeks.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember you didn't our class show was 2 weeks ago, but you couldn't come because you were really sick, right?
Yeah. Oh.
We had a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still getting it over it seems. Yeah.
I told you guys I had a bad cough.
Right. Yeah.
Because I had a bad cough.
And then you posted later that day this really cute photo of you and your basketball team posing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I assumed it was a TBT.
Yeah. What was the name of that basketball team? What's the name of the team you're on?
Huh?
What's the name of the team you're on? It was funny. It was like a play on words.
I just said so many teams.
Are you okay? You're sweating a lot.
Oh God, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're still here.
Yeah.
You were my 6th grade teacher.
No, I was in the class.
You were in the class.
I'm a 20-year-old kid.
I'm sorry. Okay, my 6th grade teacher was very young. It was 4. What am I talking about? The basketball team was called the Slammer Jimmies.
That's right. It's such a good pun.
Yeah, it's a very good pun.
That was it. Yeah.
Against the bar. I gotta get. Actually, the World Cup. It's almost over, isn't it?
Are you closing out?
Yeah, it's about to close.
What's the last name on the tab?
Tindy?
Is it your last name?
Yeah.
I only got 2 cards up here. I got Simpson and Buckley. Are you Simpson or Buckley?
Buckley.
Okay. Tindley was way off. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, skinny girls. You guys.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Is your arm falling asleep, or are you having a junior stroke?
Sleepy deepy. No. I don't know if it's a stroke.
I think you need medical attention.
I don't need medical attention. Everybody have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next year.
We cut to a cemetery. I really, really thought so highly of Josh Simpson. We had such an amazing time in his class, and I can't believe that we watched him perish on the floor of birds. It was truly a tragic way to go. And, it's just so nice to see that he meant so much to everybody else as well.
Yeah. I didn't really know Josh. My name is Dave Buckley. He signed my credit card.
Well, let's get into the meat part of the podcast.
Woo!
Hillary.
Yeah.
You're a seasoned veteran of the podcast.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have you go first.
I got one under my belt. That makes me a seasoned vet.
It's actually more than I have. Technically.
Yeah.
What would you like to talk about?
Okay, so this is it was a very hot top right now. And
Hot topic?
A hot topic, yes. So I was in Century City the other day, and by the mall. There's a mall in Century City. I was by it. And there was a woman who was I was in my car parked, and there was a woman who was like an elderly woman who was exiting this building on a sidewalk. And these 2 young women, like I would put them like around 19, 20 years old. They were on bird scooters coming down the like slightly angled sidewalk.
This is a hot meat topic lately.
I know.
Bird scooters.
Oh shoot, did somebody already do one recently?
No. We mentioned it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I think that maybe the one in front had called out something, probably like, oh, come, look out, or like that, or like something, I think. Because the elderly woman is looking at them, like she's very aware that they're coming down the sidewalk, and she gets really flustered and really kind of like panicked and takes like some quick steps in a particular direction, yeah, and then falls over trying to get out of their way.
Oh no,
which is bad to fall ever.
Yeah,
super bad to fall when you're an older person. I think she was like 70 maybe, and so she falls down, and the girls like come to a stop, and one of them who was like in front, so it's like they didn't make any physical contact with her, but the one in front presumably took responsibility for this, I guess, because she was the one in front. And so, the one who I guess maybe instigated this. And so she was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And the woman on the ground is like, "God damn it. You shouldn't be on the sidewalks." So then there's that very uncomfortable thing of like, fuck, I'm like kind of a child, and I have upset an adult who's a stranger to me, and now I have to like deal with that. And so they're kind of just like standing there.
By the way, where are you?
In my car. It's happening next to my car. Also, to be fair, I was like very prepared to go help this woman if it looked like it was necessary, but it didn't. Like she like stood up, like they helped her up. The one in front like offered her hand, and she took it and stood up and was really not, she was like trying to fix her bracelet and was just being like, "Yeah, shouldn't be on the sidewalk. My bracelet is da-da-da." So then they're just kind of standing there like, sorry. And the one in back who is like behind the elderly woman is stifling laughter, which I didn't love. I didn't love that move.
Yeah.
I get it that it sucks to like be yelled at and stuff, but like I didn't really like that move. And so then the one in front is like very sheepish, and she's like, "Sorry." And she's like, "You shouldn't be on the sidewalk. You shouldn't be." And they're like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Shouldn't be on the sidewalk." And so then they're like, "Okay." So then they leave, and then we hear, I assume, the one in back who wasn't taking the situation very seriously laugh like really loudly. And the 70-year-old woman looks after her and still trying to fix her bracelet. And that I hated. I hated that.
Yeah.
And then this guy immediately comes up and was like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And she like waved him off. So then I didn't try at all because it's like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And then I tried to also, like, he and I were walking into the same building, and I tried to be like, I was walking up the stairs after him, and I was like, that was crazy. And I would like to think that he didn't hear me because he just didn't respond to me, and I went, okay, and didn't try again. But it just kind of was like a really interesting, it's always interesting when generations have run-ins with each other that aren't, a lot of times they're very positive, and this was not one of them. And it also is a hot topic with those scooters because they've been outlawed in Beverly Hills recently for the next 6 months while people decide if they're like
Century City.
No,
right?
not at all.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it got outlawed.
Yeah. Well, again, they were banned for 6 months. Outlawed is like a pretty strong Wild West term that I just used.
Beverly Hills Outlaws.
Yeah. So it was, I was more sensitive to the older woman because I guess because of this, my sister and her friends in college coined a term called OMF, which stands for old man feeling, which is defined by the feeling that you feel when you see an old man eating soup alone by himself in a restaurant. Oh. And so like, just that like,
oh boy. How old?
So just like that tender, like kind of pained feeling that you sometimes feel.
That's a good term.
Yeah, for the elderly. And so, so like I felt that way, and it's like it really like she really could have cracked a hip. She landed like right on her hip. Could have broken her wrist, her hip. She was concerned about her head. She kept on saying she could have split her head open. So like that was, but then just I also like I was really empathetic with the girl in front who seems to feel ashamed about it and concerned. And like I remember, like getting yelled at on an elevator by a woman who thought that I was like walking up it too fast and feeling like really like
escalator.
Yeah.
Yes, you should keep your feet off the elevator walls.
And so like I felt badly for her, and then I just was annoyed. I was very annoyed at the girl in back who was like being a dick about it, maybe to lighten the mood for her friend who felt bad or something, or maybe just because we have weird reactions and she was like, whatever, this woman's fine. But I didn't like the disrespect there that I perceived. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was chewy.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the like the person who needs the note doesn't get the note. The person who doesn't the person who felt bad feels worse.
Yeah,
and the person who didn't feel bad still doesn't care.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. I was leaving a Dodger game after they gave out Dodger aprons.
Okay.
Couldn't miss that day.
And I did wear it while I was eating. You can get like elote corn at the Dodger game. So it was like, great. This is like a giant bib. I can just go to town on this fucking corn. And I was leaving the game, and there was an older guy who was just ranting to anyone who would listen that looked like they worked at Dodger Stadium. Because we were like out near sort of the parking lot, and it was just people like directing traffic, and he's like, one size? Really? One size? This isn't fit. This is crazy. Oh. And he was like, can you believe this? This fit you? And I was like, actually, it did fit me. It kept corn off me. And he was like, whatever. And he was like really looking to like bond with me, and we could yell at the Dodgers together. But I was like, sorry, buddy, it was fit. It worked.
It worked great.
Also, that guy directing traffic didn't pick the size of the apron. Also, I don't know what other sizes aprons come in.
Also, you normally when you go to a baseball game, you don't get a little prize.
Yeah, that anger is really interesting. I get it. I like understand it. I think that, that we do need to be more aware of different sized bodies and the variety of bodies that exist. And yet this situation is tough to.
Yeah.
But I think that's why you do like a bigger size.
If you saw him and the apron, you would wonder why he was complaining. He was maybe a little taller than me and maybe like, I don't know, a little heavier.
Insane.
It was crazy. And it was I put the apron on. It's like a barbecuing apron.
Yeah, and again, how much corn got on you?
Quite a bit.
I'll be honest.
Oh, none got on me.
None got on you. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know aprons. I didn't know aprons came in different sizes. I thought all aprons were kind of just like one giant size.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's similar to kind of a robe, like general.
Because they're adjustable.
Yeah, right.
It just has a big head hole, and then.
But sometimes even you can adjust, like one of those annoying weird silver rings that you can adjust, like a weird belt that you have.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
those
do actually.
might be on the neck, and then the strings are the strings.
Yeah, I can understand being upset on. But an apron felt like a
weird axe to
shitty one
grind.
to get.
It just makes me mad that the Dodgers went cheap on the aprons, man.
Yeah,
Fan appreciation.
Came out for apron night.
Came out
got a
like bat
shit
night.
apron.
Remember when we went to the baseball game in Arizona and they wouldn't give us the bats because we weren't kids?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Wow, that's
Wiffle ball
so
bats.
terrible of them.
Yeah, we wanted to carry after our first stop on our little tour. We wanted to carry wiffle ball gear the rest of the way.
I didn't even think about having to carry it for the whole trip. I was just mad I didn't get one.
Kids only. Like, try me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think of like, have you ever gotten into an argument with an old person and they were wrong and you were just like, all right, fine.
Yeah, I'd never argue with someone who's older than me. I just accept it because it's not worth it.
I once was going down like a one-way parking thing at a mall. I was trying to see a movie. This was when I was in high school. And I was going the right way and they came the other way and someone pulled out and they snuck in there. And it was a one-way thing. And I was like joking to my friends like, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't give a shit. I'd go park somewhere else. And they came out of their car and they were like, I was there first. And here you were making a scene out of it. And I was like, look at the arrow, ding dong. Like,
Is that what you said?
Something like that. I was just like, look at the arrows. It's like, it doesn't matter. I was there first. Like, it does matter.
Unfortunately, it matters.
It does matter.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. On Saturday, I told a woman that was old that we had been in line before she was to check out at the grocery store, and then was like, "Why did I do that?"
Yeah,
like why did I? But like the checkout person had made eye contact with me and had acknowledged like this woman thinks that she is next, but actually you are next, and so I was like, I'm sorry, excuse me, we actually and she was like, oh, okay. She didn't care, but then I was like, what have I done? Is that really what I want to, the battle that I want to fight,
I used to go clubbing, quote unquote, when I was younger, and the worst feeling ever is when you're in line for a club and then you just get bypassed by 10 people who know the bouncer because you're just stuck there cool, this is fun. That happened to me a year ago.
Wait, so you used to go? This is not.
No, this is I was meeting up a friend over at what's the bar on Western? That shitty Hollywood one,
horse one.
Yeah, girl at the White Horse, whatever. I waited in line and I was coming from work and I was wearing a button down from a show and I was wearing my glasses, so I guess I didn't look cool enough or whatever. But I waited in line for 10 minutes and then I gave the bouncer my ID and he was like, cool man, it's a private party tonight. And I was like, I know it's not because my friend's in there right now.
Oh my God.
But instead of standing up instead of saying something, I was like, cool. I just at that moment I felt so small. I was like, all right, accept this. And then she's like, what are you doing? I was like, he said I couldn't come in. And she's like, no, fuck that. And just grabbed me and brought me in. I was like,
and what did he do?
He just let it go. But it was weird. It was that weirdest thing.
Sucks.
Yeah, I felt like the biggest loser at that time because I was just in the moment I was just instead of standing up no, I know it's so true. I just let it happen.
Yeah.
I was oh, there you go.
I would have done the same thing.
I'm talking real shit. Think I should tell us.
Improv!
All right, let me see your ID.
Yeah, here it is.
Cool. You from Boise?
Yeah.
Nice. That's nice. Was this taken when you were a lot younger?
Yeah, I was 16. I haven't got a new license yet.
Cool. I went to Idaho once. It's gorgeous there. People don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's it's great. Glad to be here in Los Angeles. Can I come? Is it good?
Do you have a change of shirt by chance? Or maybe can you take off your glasses? Maybe.
Yeah, I can take off my glasses. I don't have a different.
How bad is your eyesight? Is what I'm asking you.
It's 20/80.
Yeah. Okay. So what I have to tell you right now is officially it's a private party, man. So sorry.
You just let the rest of my group in. I was the last one getting cut off. Can I know it's not a private party. Can I come in?
Right. You can't though.
I can see there's space in there. There's plenty of room.
Yeah. Officially, I got to tell you, it's a private party. But hey, listen, I'm Ben, and this is just my job. And it's like kind of shitty sometimes, but you look like a doofus. And so I can't let you in because we're supposed to be like curating, quote unquote, like curating a clientele. That's the phrase they keep on hammering into our heads. So do you just like, maybe you could just, I don't know, do something a little unique with, like, you don't have a change of clothes in your car or something?
No, I don't carry clothes around with me all the time. I take off my glasses and I'll unbutton 2 buttons. Is that
great?
Work?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Right. There.
Excuse me.
Hi.
Can I come into the club, please?
Yeah.
I'm wearing my fancy suit.
Yeah.
Got a fancy suit.
Yeah.
And a necklace looking cute.
Yeah, let me see your ID.
There it is.
Cool. Is this you?
That's me, all right. That's me.
All right. Welcome to
Dward.
Shania Twain's Crazy Horse.
Shania! Here we come. Whoops, tripped on the way in.
You let that guy right in.
Yeah, I had to.
Why? Did you hear his voice?
Yeah, that's not what we go on. We go on aesthetics.
Do you have apple juice in here?
Physical aesthetics.
He sounds like a cartoon.
I get it, but he's dressed in Tom Ford.
Fine. Okay. Let me slick. I'll slick my hair back. All right.
What are you gonna use?
I'll spit on my hands.
Ew.
Oh, I'm just trying anything. All right. I'm playing. My friends are in there having a good time.
Okay,
Come on, man.
I don't know if I can watch you do that.
Hey, can I get in there? I had diarrhea in my pants, and I need to see if it ruined them.
Oh yeah. No, you can't.
They're really nice pants.
I'm sorry. I can't. But you admitted that you shit your pants. Do you have anything? I mean, can I see your ID?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Here you go.
Okay. This says New York, and then you crossed it out. You wrote Chicago, and then you crossed it out, and you wrote Venice Beach, and you crossed out, and you wrote the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Is that a hang loose sign?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I wish again, I wish that I could let you in because I get it. My dog is incontinent, so it's like I understand it's tough.
Did you happen to see a dude? Fine. Runs away.
Why, hello. It's me, Todd Sampson. Definitely not 3 kids in a nice trench coat.
Oh, what's up, Samson? Yeah.
Notice my nice pants and wonderful shoes.
Yeah, you're teetering and tottering a lot.
Well,
but-
I've had a couple.
Wow, that's very cool. I love how your haircut is long on top and shaved on the sides.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Oh, right.
Very, very cool stuff. Get on in there, buddy.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Did I check his ID? His ID? No? Is it? Oh, all right. It's fine. Okay, listen, dude.
You just let 3 kids in a trench coat in.
Ew, your head smells like a mouth now.
Hey. Don't smell my head. Why are you so close?
It's wafting over
Okay,
here.
I'm sorry, all right? I'm just trying to look cool.
I know, and I'm trying to help you out, but come on.
Oh, I'm doing everything I can here, all right? I didn't bring any change of clothes with me. I just look like a doofus. I can't do anything about
Can
that.
I ask you something? Why do you want to be in this bar so bad? It's just a dumb bar.
Because I heard it's where the Real Housewives of Hollywood hang out, and my girlfriend's in there right now with her friends, and I thought it'd be a fun trip for them.
Okay, sorry, you said that in a confusing way. At first, it sounded like your number one reason was because it's where the housewives go. But then as a secondary reason was because your girlfriend was here. But now I realize it's because you pioneered this party and you let all of and then I just let all of your hot female friends and your girlfriend
and a couple of my guy friends too.
a couple of your guy friends.
Yeah.
Well, they were smoking.
Hey, can me and my friend fart in a jar get in?
The jar has a little suit on it.
Damn, that's really nice. That what is that? Is that? Don't tell me that's Zara for men. No way. You're doing some really upscale things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Are you that guy? Are you that guy who is like did the beats for that song that white rapper
Probably.
did
DJ
recently?
Mustard?
I wish.
DJ Mustard?
I wish.
Yeah. Please come on in. Welcome.
Sweet.
Welcome.
Cut inside the bar.
So what's your name, Tiny? Oh, Mason, is it?
Listen. Excuse me,
Oh.
Cassandra.
Were you talking to?
I believe that I and Mason had a situation going on before.
Interesting, because he let me put a drink on his tab.
Mason, is this true? Is this true?
It's just a fart in a jar sitting on the bar.
Oh, the silent type. Well, Mason was all over me earlier.
Excuse me, are you the guy who made all those hot, cool beats on that song with that white rapper that my teenage
Ryan
children...
Lewis?
No. DJ Mustard.
Oh, no, I wish. I'm just the handler for this. Fart in a jar.
Wow.
I could get you, play your cards right, I could get you a smell.
Of the jar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Does the jar like to do cocaine?
Does it ever?
We can't let our producer see us do cocaine, but we have been known to party.
We cut into the bathroom, jars on the ground, non-responsive.
No.
What did you do?
I wasn't here. I have to leave.
I tried to he tried to do the cocaine. And
I have to
hit
leave.
The porcelain. Don't you leave.
I have to
He's
fucking
your
leave.
boyfriend.
No, I have to go.
It smells like shit in here. Oh God.
Excuse me, bouncer. There's a situation in there you have to deal with. Somebody's overdosing cocaine. Holy shit. Wait, what? Somebody has overdosed on cocaine? Oh my God. Do you think there's a medical professional around here?
Mitch, we can't have this here, all right? We're gonna get fined. Throw him out of the building, all right? He OD'd on the streets, all right? Get rid of the jar.
Okay.
I think that doofus was a medical professional.
Come on. That guy whose head smells like a mouth?
I mean, part of everyone's head smells like a mouth.
What? Part of, you mean...
He's got a point.
face
The mouth,
part.
the mouth is on the head. Guys, there's no time, all right?
All right, listen, if you guys say that there's somebody who's a medical professional outside, then let him in.
Okay.
Hey, you're still here?
Yeah.
Thank God. Listen, are you a medical professional?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you just like please take your glasses off before you go?
If you want me to help save someone, I have to keep my glasses on.
Listen, I mean, we can't compromise our curated clientele.
Okay, fine. I will take the glasses off. All right, just show me where I need to go.
Okay. I have to lead you? Is
I'm
that bad?
legally blind.
Okay.
It's 2080.
All right. Okay, this way.
Okay, here he is.
Okay.
What does it look like to you?
It looks like a fart in a jar.
Well, your eyesight isn't that bad.
Give it mouth to mouth.
All right. Oh, God. I can't.
What are you doing?
Is someone wearing my cologne?
Excuse me. Hey, back there we both saw that we saw that interaction on the scooter, and I said that was crazy. Did you not hear me, or what happened?
Oh, no, I heard you.
Well, so what happened? You didn't respond. You didn't.
No, because you're
give
just
an-
like a stranger, and I wasn't really looking to engage on that level.
Okay, you could just nod and say like, "Yeah, crazy."
No,
No.
you seemed really thirsty for an interaction, and I just didn't. I'm not.
I was trying to come together. We're trying to come together over a shared experience.
Hey,
That's
can I
all.
ask you something?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get out of your car? Saw you just sitting there watching the whole thing.
It's just, I was too many cooks in the kitchen, right? I didn't want to further complicate things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Why didn't you do anything?
I did. I went up and asked her if she was okay afterwards.
Okay. Well, a little late,
Oh really? You
Yeah.
didn't. Well, better late than never, right?
I guess.
Instead of just weirdly voyeuristically sitting in your car and like putting on your chapstick and watching a woman fall to the
There
ground.
needed to be a non-biased witness. Isn't this nice? We're having a connection.
No, I hate this. This is not. I didn't want to get into a talky talk with a stranger.
Come on, a
I
little
didn't
talky
want
talk.
to, no, and now it's like you're like questioning, how I behaved in the situation, which I think is objectively better than what you did.
I don't know. Somebody needed to just witness and see what happened.
Oh shit. Oh
no.
shit. Oh, that homeless man. Oh man, is he? Are you okay, sir? Are you okay?
I just lost my mouse.
I'll be watching from my card.
What?
What?
See, this is you're
Safe
doing it again.
vantage point. You're doing it again. You're also doing your thing.
I'm helping again. I'm inquiring after a human again.
That's just like you. Boy, we're getting to know each other pretty well on this.
I don't want to.
Little tucky tuck.
I lost my mouse.
You lost your mouse, sir?
Someone stole my cart, and I don't have any.
I'm sorry. You have a pet mouse?
I have a pet mouse that got away. I went to find him. Someone stole my cart, and it's all over now. So,
Are you? Oops.
What?
I was going to ask how they were doing, but that's your thing.
No, that doesn't have to just be my thing.
It's your thing.
It's not.
This is crazy, right?
I'm not. Listen, if a person is in need, then I want to help them.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like gossip with strangers, you know?
Okay. I'm not either. I'm sharing an experience.
You are. You're definitely trying to gossip with strangers.
you said you'd give me $3.
Yeah. Here you go. One,
Thank you.
two, three.
Hey,
Thank you.
Caramba!
All right, sir. Is there anything else that we can do to help you?
No, he just said to make a little commotion that he'd pay me $3.
What now?
See?
He told me to make a little commotion and stumble around and act like I'd lost something or whatever and give me $3.
You picked a pet mouse, first of all.
Huh? I did lose my mouse.
Okay. So, excuse me.
What?
Am I correct in believing that you just bribed a homeless man to create a reason for us to have a conversation?
Icebreaker?
An icebreaker?
It was an icebreaker.
Your first move was to go into your car.
Come to the... Well, I didn't want you to think I was acting out of character.
Hello, I am a complete stranger, and I can't find my child. Can someone help me? My child is gone.
What? This feels incorrect.
This is crazy, right?
Okay, come on. Now, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Because is your child really missing?
Yeah, my child is really missing.
How old is your kid?
13.
That's pretty old. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay.
All right, man, I'm flattering here. All right, I'm 3 kids in a trench coat. Can you please just give me the
Fine,
$20?
$3.
What is wrong with you?
I came here to meet somebody at the mall to share an experience.
collapses. The 3 kids run away. Woo, $1.
My trench coat back.
What's the deal?
What? I came to the mall. I had to have a shared experience with somebody. Why are you here?
To pick up a vase.
Oh. Who's it for?
No, you're not getting that out of me.
Don't go in the mall. There's been a terrorist attack in the mall.
Holy shit. What? Is everyone okay?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
They blew out the Bloomingdales of all places.
So there's a bomb?
There's a bomb in the Bloomingdales.
Oh my God.
Gone off yet.
It hasn't gone off yet?
No, but there's a situation. The SWAT team is coming in.
Oh, boy. It feels like pretty crazy.
What the fucking shit? Every time you say that phrase,
what?
I know that this is contrived. Who are you?
Huh? No.
Who are you?
I'm seriously a police officer.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm a police officer.
Let me see your badge.
What the fuck?
Hey,
back up. We got a situation.
No, this is what? How much did he pay you to do this? This is unconscionable.
I didn't pay this guy. I didn't pay this guy. Please put his gun down. Put his gun
Oh, God. All right. Well, I guess I don't even get backup, ma'am.
Officer.
Hey, don't tap me.
Officer. This is crazy, right?
The train is coming. What to do? The train's coming. I'm on this side of the tracks. And I'm on this side of the tracks.
Sir, just move off of the tracks.
Here comes the train.
Sir, move to one side.
Okay, I'll put some of my groceries on this side.
No,
Don't balance it out. Just get off the tracks.
No, it's 2,000 feet away.
No,
On
now
this
your
side?
stuff is on either side.
Some in the middle. I don't know
Why? No, pick it all up and move.
Oh, what does it mean?
You cut inside the train. Oh, there's someone on the tracks.
Oh no! Pull the brake.
Pull on the brake. Push on the accelerator.
No, don't push on the brake. No.
Push on the accelerator.
No, just pull on the brake. Don't push on the No, just don't get your head off the accelerator, Barney. Just pull on the brake.
Is it on the brake?
No. What did you do?
We cut to the transit authority. I could. Should I stop the train? Should I let it go? Should I put a red light on?
Just deviate the tracks. Deviate the tracks.
Or keep going straight.
No.
We cut to Pizza Rat on the tracks. My pizza. Do I take the pizza? Do I leave the pizza?
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Is this your pet? Is this your pet mouse?
I think it might be.
I think it's a rat, actually.
Should I get
We cut to the kid. We cut to Josh late at night watching YouTube. Should I go to bed? Or should I keep looking up random things on YouTube?
Josh, come to bed.
I'm gonna keep typing in random words.
Josh, come to bed.
Should I go to bed?
It's 2 a.m. And I'm horny.
That was a ridiculous scene. Did you two know what I was doing? What I was going?
No clue.
No, because guess the heck what? Your old woman vacillating for which side to go is the same motion and sound that you make when you're 3 kids in a trench coat.
Yeah.
So I was truly like,
Noted.
what is this? No. Noted.
Gotta work on that.
So funny.
I thought it was so clear. I was like, oh, they all love
Then
it.
I got it, and I very much enjoyed it.
Oh, man.
All right, Greg.
All right, the story.
It's your turn to tell the story.
Yeah, it happened when I was 17. It was a time I was temporarily banned from a casino in the Bahamas by the Bahamian government. The government for getting into a fist fight with the Gotti sons. Do you remember those kids?
Whoa.
Gotti grandsons. Yeah, this happened on spring break my senior year.
Gotti. Wait, they're like gangsters in
Yeah, John Gotti was the mobster, Deflon Don, and then his
East
daughter.
Coast? East Coast?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like New York. And then his daughter and her sons had a reality TV show in like 2005 when this happened. They were like the first like reality family, I want to say, like one of those big ones. So I was in the Bahamas with a group of my friends' family would take us all like on spring break trips when I was younger, like fun little like get together. It was like 8 of us guys. And it would get kind of like, you give 17-year-old guys free reign. They kind of make a mess of things. Like we were just, drinking a lot, hanging out, doing dumb stuff.
Making poor choices.
Yeah, making terrible poor choices. And so one night we went to dinner and we came back, and this was in Atlantis, where it was like, so it's a big like resort type atmosphere, so everyone stays there. And at the time the Gotti family was there, and like the whole place like fucking was loving it because they were all like kids my age, but they were all from the East Coast, like New Jersey, New York, who like worship the Gotti sons. They were like, the kids were like 19, 17, and like 15. So we knew they were there, and we'd heard stories about them kind of being weird, but whatever. We didn't care. We're kind of doing our own thing. And then we came back and we were outside the casino, and there's like this little place where you can take a picture. And it's 3 of my friends and myself and these group of girls come up to us, asked to take a photo. And my buddy takes the camera and he's about to take a photo, and this like group of like 90 just walks right in front of the picture, like clearly just to disrupt it. And then of course, my buddy was just like kind of mocking them, was like, "Yo, I'm from New York," under his breath. And one of the guys turned around and was like, "What the fuck did you say? Did you say something about my girl?" And then there was random, and we're like, "Wait, what?"
Was there a girl?
There happened to be a girl, like you couldn't see her. She was like surrounded by like 9 dudes, and like, some of them were big guys. And then she proceeded to go, "No, not him," and pointed to me. And I was like, "Wait, what just happened?" My buddy, it makes sense. My buddy was like 5'9", my height, but like 220, like football player, and I'm like a $140 soaking wet this time, like not a big dude. And all of a sudden, I'm surrounded by like 9 guys. I'm just like, "What the fuck just happened?" And to be fair, I was slightly drunk at this time. We just came from dinner. And the guy gets immediately in my face. He goes, "What the fuck did you say about my girl?" And at this point, I could like de-escalate it by being like 17 years old and like, being like with your guys, you're like amped up. I looked at him and said, I didn't say shit. Get the fuck out of my face. And then we are like jawing back and forth here. I'm trying to explain my side of stories that I had not said a word at this point, and I'm being blamed for something. And there's all these guys in my face. I have 3 friends, and they're all small. We're all not big guys. And one of the guys all of a sudden like circles around the statue that was taking the photo, and he like is on this ledge. One of their guys.
Where'd the girls go that you were taking a photo of?
They like disappeared. Like everyone disappeared. And the casino's right next door. And the casino is just like packed with like high rollers and like it's kind of crazy. Michael Jordan's there at the time.
What?
Yeah. Oh, and then the Tommy Hilfiger's there. So it's like we know the people were there. It's like a weird like thing going on. And this guy's on this ledge circling around it, like being sneaky, and he all of a sudden just jumps off it and just hits me in the back of the head.
Ooh.
Just nails me.
He did a jump and punch?
Jump, punch, hit me in the back of the head. I fall. The guy in front of me just punches me too. And then all hell kind of breaks loose, and we like, spill in the casino. My shirt gets like ripped open.
That's
there's like
such a shitty move.
Yeah, it was a dick move.
You're also like already like very outnumbered.
Yeah.
Not necessary.
No.
Yeah.
So then it spills in the casino, and like everything's going crazy. Punch being thrown, and then all of a sudden security comes in and just breaks it up and like separates us, and we're still like jawing. To be fair, I'm also crying at this point because I'm a little worked up and it's got a punch in the face, so it's not a good look. Not a good look. And then everything calms down, and then the rest of my friends come up and they see this going on. They had like gone to the club earlier. It was called Club Pearl. It was like a 18 and under club, and they come up and then they jump in. They see like this group of guys and see me, and then they start a fight now too. My friends started a fight, like a secondary fight, because they're like, we have to have our friends back no matter what. They don't know if I caused the fight or anything. They just have my back immediately.
Good friends.
Yeah, and then that breaks.
These are the
broken
5th
up.
graders?
Yes,
Very
yeah,
cool.
one of them I still live with. And then so they finally separate us, and they're like calling everyone's parents, and like I'm just sitting there, and up starts walking this woman who's like blonde, and I'm like, I slightly recognize her. She looks, that's weird. What's she walking up? She gets closer and closer. And I was like, oh shit, that's Victoria Gotti. And then it clicks in my head. I was like, oh, the guys I just got in an altercation with were the Gotti kids. I didn't realize at the time. It was just like, oh shit, I just realized what had happened. And like security straight up bans me. They blame everything on me at the time. Because it turns out the security was being paid off by the Gotti family to like basically protect the kids no matter what. And
How'd
then
you
like
find that out?
Yeah, this is what happened. So like a day later, I was vindicated because security footage showed that I had basically been like jumped, or, like just randomly started, and it turned out the Gotti kids had been doing the same thing for like the 7 days they were there. They were just randomly picking fights with kids. And so like, but this time they were on camera, so they were like, all right, those guys are banned. Greg, you're safe. Totally fine.
Greg, you're safe.
But then my friend's mom, who was there and like took care of us and all stuff like that, she hit it off with Victoria Gotti, and they became friends for the rest of the trip. So like that was her. She was excited. She was like, guys, this is great. I'm like friends with Victoria Gotti right now. This is so much fun. And then for the rest of the trip while I was there, I would get random like New York kids coming up and like just talking shit to my face because they knew I was the kid who got like just beat up by the Gotti family. And then I was like, all right, this is what my thing is.
This is my thing.
Yeah. And my dad now occasionally, like if we're having like dinner with random friends and family who haven't heard the story, he makes me tell it to them. Like I've told it like Thanksgiving, like it's a fun anecdote for him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you get any hits on them?
I got one, I'm pretty sure, but it was on their bouncer. Like one of the big dudes I realized later was like, oh, that was their bouncer, who was just there to protect them. But yeah, I just got
What a bunch of tough guys. They just like start fights with grown bouncers around them.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. And then the guy apologized to me, and then in his apology he's like, look man, I didn't mean to start that fight, but like you talk shit about my girl. I was like, I didn't say anything. It was like that thing. It was like he'd convinced himself like that's what the fight. I was like, nothing had happened here. So yeah,
it's that classic like male shit where it's like some dudes just want to fight.
Yeah.
Especially around that age. I've had that happen because I was little, so people would always want to like like I was little and I looked young, so when I was at a bar, I had multiple occasions where just people would come up to me and just like start trying to fight me.
That's so gross to pick somebody who you perceive as being. It's like, okay, so your testosterone's raging and you want to get in a fight, but you're going to be like, but let me pick somebody who I think I could definitely take. It's like, that's not cool.
Yeah, not cool at all.
I used to have to visit USC because you had to visit. I would go visit my friends at USC, and they were one of them's a football player. And one time I had to break up a fight or like stop a fight from happening between the USC water polo guys and the football team because for some reason they were just like, I think the water polo team was like jealous of the football team. And I was just in the middle of it, and like I would have to like look up and be like, "Hey guys, you need to break it down," because those guys were like 6'5", all of them, and I'm standing at 5'9".
What are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. The water polo team was jealous of the football team en masse, just jealous.
They were what it was. I heard. I told after. Yeah, what it was is that water polo team was national champions, but they didn't feel like they got enough credit at the time that the football team did because
there was some animosity.
Yes,
and then you, who don't even go to USC, are in the middle between these two full-blown college sports teams, and for some
like
reason,
5 guys each.
you are the one tasked.
Well, have you ever tried to reason with college athletes who are hopped up on like testosterone and probably steroids?
This sounds like a dream that you had.
It's real. This happened, and then so like I was like, oh, if they decide to fight, I'm gonna get just destroyed in 1 second. Like you could even tell the guys were just like tolerating me barely.
It's very funny.
I'm talking real shit. Think I should tell lies. I got a truth.
Improv! Hey, yo, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Brad. It's time to pay the piper, Brad. You think you're so cool on the football team. You think you're so cool because your jersey is really shiny. I fucking love that shiny jersey.
What the fuck you talking about? What the fuck you talking about, Todd? You don't have a shiny little Speedo in the pool there?
Don't talk about a pool that way. Don't talk about a pool that way.
You gonna get to wear anything shiny in the pool?
I just think it's time to knock you down a peg because you think you're so great because your grass is green and it's a large field. You have all those numbers, those cool numbers painted on it. Mm-hmm. That's so cool, and you think that you're so good just because you get to wear little socks. I don't get to wear any socks.
We cut to Greg asleep in his bed, and he sits up. He hears this banter. Greg, come back to bed. Don't do this again.
I gotta go. All right.
No, don't. Let them settle their own fights.
No, I can sense this. This is a couple of college sports teams, all right? They're fighting. I gotta go.
She happens to be so horny, so it's a particular
Greg,
travesty.
I'm so horny.
Stop this fighter. Hang out.
You think you're so cool because you walk on land instead of swim around like a fish and evolutionary.
Yeah, we're more evolved.
Yeah, you think you're so cool.
Oh, you think you're what? What are you trying to start a fight for? Just because you get little lacrosse stick or whatever?
We don't get any sticks.
I don't know
Break
what
it up, guys.
polo is.
Who are you?
Hey, my name's Greg. I was down the street. I'm a 30-year-old man. I could sense a couple of college kids having a fight happen.
You don't even go here?
No, I don't go to USC. I could hear you guys in my dreams.
The shit?
Yeah. Also,
that's weird, man.
Water polo courses have a stick. They don't use a stick in water.
I don't know what water polo is. Well, I don't watch
it. Oh, I play it.
Yeah. Look, you guys are so mixed up right now. You don't even know who's.
I don't play water polo, idiot. What the hell? What's water polo? I don't play water polo.
Listen, water polo is cool, okay? Just because you guys get to wear black makeup stripes on your face.
Pushing me.
Sorry. I want to give us some space, all right? Break it up. Look.
Listen, why should we listen to you, Greg?
Because I've been where you've been, all right?
Cut to a bed across town. Sweetheart, I'm sorry. I know you're ovulating. I gotta go. Sweetheart,
where are you going?
There's a 30-year-old improviser. He's breaking up a fight between two college athletes. I have to go down there and get him out of that situation. He's gonna get his butt kicked.
Are you kidding me? Come back to bed.
I have to do it.
Fine.
Well, you'll ovulate next month.
God damn it.
You think you're so cool just because you get some cleats that have little points on the bottom because you get to wear shoes.
Yeah, they're called spikes.
Well, you think you're so cool.
Greg, you gotta get out of here.
Wait, no, I gotta break up this fight.
I had another premonition. No, you have to get out of here. You have to get out of here. Listen, I might just be a writer for the Los Angeles Times. But
Lasky, what are you doing here right now?
I don't need this fight. The water polo football thing's going to happen no matter what. You need to stop getting involved.
What happens if I stay?
If you stay, let's just say you're not going to be doing long form improvisation for a little while.
The fuck is long form improvisation?
Yeah, what the fuck is long form
Yeah,
improvisation?
you fucking
Bill
nerd.
Plaschke, get out, man. Get away from them. Bill Plaschke, get away from them.
I did a whole piece on it. It started with Del Close in Chicago, and well, actually, the Herald started with him. How much time do you boys have?
A lot.
Okay, so long form improvisation originally started as improv games, then theater exercises.
Got to 2 hours later. Zip.
Zap.
Stop.
Zip.
Zap.
Stop.
Zop. No, dang it. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Oh, that one was really good.
We see all of the water polo team and all the football team coming together in a mass circle.
Zip. Zip. Zip.
Zip. Zop.
Oh no, look out, here comes Comedy Sports, guys.
Oh, none of you fuckers. Whoops, I said fuck. Bag on the head.
Your son got into Harvard, did he?
He did.
Pretty impressive. My boy got beat up by some Gottis. Oh, Greg.
Hey, yeah.
Hillary's boy got into Harvard.
Oh,
He did. Yeah, he's going to go there in the fall.
Why don't you tell him about that time you got pummeled? My boy took a real beating.
Dad, I really wish you didn't say it like that. Yeah, I was on spring break and I got kind of jumped by some kids, and that was what happened. I was in the hospital for 3 days.
Oh my gosh, were you really?
Yeah.
Were you really?
No.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah.
He cried a little bit. Tell her.
I'm sorry. You don't have to make your son tell me this story. It doesn't really seem like it's
So
fun
you came
for
over
him.
here to talk about your boy getting into Harvard. So just saying, we've all got children we're proud of.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't really seem to want to talk about it. I mean,
I got a 4.0 once, and my dad,
Wow.
yeah, no, he still makes me tell his story first.
He squealed like a pig when they hit him.
Were you there?
No.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, I'm really glad you're okay. That's
Thanks.
quite a story.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans for college?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Saddleback Community College for a couple years.
Oh, that's great.
I think he can do better. I think he can get his butt kicked way better somewhere else. Right? Huh?
Yeah, those two things aren't equivalent. That's
Fingers crossed he gets into USC. Takes a real kick in.
okay. Do you guys do MMA or something? Is that part of
No?
boxing? Is that a family sport?
No. Just trying to rack up a good beating. Builds
What does
character.
that mean? Builds character. Okay.
mhm.
Well, I happen to know, that our boys have been friends for a good long time.
That's right.
And your son, Greg, is just the kindest boy. He really, when Trevor, he lost all of his books. He lost all of his books at that park. You remember the story. And
This is the best story you have about me? I'm not a bad guy.
No,
What is going on here? Your best story is about me finding lost books.
Yeah, you found all those books. I'm just saying, you have character.
Does anyone think highly of me?
Yes, I think so highly of you. You have plenty of character. I'm saying very much aside from any beatings that you take.
Well, it just seems like the anecdotes my dad has is about me getting the shit kicked out of me, and your story, out of the years I've known your son, is helping him find his books.
You found a bunch of books. You were so nice to help him look. I'll always remember that.
This is why my college essays sucked. I didn't have any good stories, all right?
Hold on. Did you write about getting beat up?
Yeah, I wrote about that, all right?
Oh my God, Lydia, I swear to God, I'm going to read, 5 more, and then I'm going to either blow my brains out or let's go get a drink, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Dear USC, I would be more than honored to attend your institution because it would be an opportunity for me to get my ass kicked, reminding me of one of the strengthening moments of my life. The year was 2006. I was in the Bahamas taking a picture of some girls. This is different. All of a sudden, a group of boys containing the Gotti boys, you know the ones, approached us and alleged that I had been talking shit about one of their quote-unquote girls. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if he
Interesting.
did. I love that he's not telling us whether or not he was talking shit about the girl.
Interesting.
We cut to Greg's house. Dad, an envelope came in from USC.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey, you. I'm too nervous. You open it.
Oh my boy, oh boy, you're getting in.
Yes.
It's a provisional acceptance. They need to see you take a whooping.
Come on. What? They always see me get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
I'm an interesting person. I don't need to get beat up.
I don't know. I think they were compelled by the story, but it felt a little far-fetched.
It's a full ride?
75%.
It's still pretty good.
It's pretty good.
We cut to the Coliseum at USC, middle of the football stadium. It's a packed crowd. And now, to see if he'll be able to attend USC, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Giebel will fight O.J. Simpson, Matt Leinart, and
Juice,
Reggie Bush. 3 USC alums. Here they go. Matt, do you have any words to say to the fans before we decide if you get in here?
Matt.
My name's Greg.
Greg.
I'm interesting. Why does no one remember me?
Shoot. No, I knew that. I knew that.
Hey.
I knew that.
Wait, we talked. We hung out all last night. Do you
I
not?
know. Yeah. I kind of remember that. Reggie Bush comes up from behind. A sneak attack. Oh, he's getting pummeled. Throw it over. Slammed on the shot. O.J. Simpson stabs him.
Greg falls on top of OJ, and OJ falls on top of the knife, killing OJ. Not looking good for Greg. He killed OJ Simpson.
It's an accident.
That's not going to look good. It looks like he might not be getting into USC. Reggie Bush panics, runs, trips, cracks his head open.
No.
Greg has somehow managed to kill 2 of the people coming after him. This does not look good. One guy left.
Please, Matt, just beat the shit out of me. Wait. Matt, just beat the shit out of me.
Do I do it? Do I leave?
Mac! Shoot me in the fucking face, Matt.
Give it up for Mark Leinart. Is it Mark Leinart?
It's Matt.
Mock Spaghetti. Mock Stimps. Nelps Ingalls. I
Matt,
can't get it.
You okay?
Zip. What? Well, thank you so much for being on the Meet Improv.
Thank you both so
goddamn
much.
blast.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Anytime. Let's go around and plug stuff, if you don't mind. If you got any shows that or Twitter account, or
UCB Drag Race is coming up August 17th, I think. It's
Nice.
sold out, but come get on the wait list. It's pretty fun. You should do that.
I've only heard great things about that. I've still never been.
You should come. It's a really fun show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
That's on my shortest of short lists of shows I got to see.
Same.
Uh,
You can come see me in the summer of Mod Night once a month and at Tuesday Club every Tuesday at 7 at Franklin. And I'm on Instagram at Hillary Ann Matthews.
hey.
Come see We're Gross with Gilly the 3rd Thursday of the month at UCB Franklin. And check out Mondegreen, a Herald team.
Great. I'm at Mr. Josh Simpson on Twitter. All my stuff is there. Actually, joshsimpson.biz has all my old videos if you want to check that out. The Meet Improv is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're coming to Europe, Iceland, Bristol, London,
Oh, wow.
Edinburgh, Glasgow, Berlin, Munich.
Damn.
Yeah.
For God's sake, that's
You
a lot
guys,
of
that's
cities.
a lot of cities.
Yeah.
That's
We're
amazing.
gonna have no time to. Yet again, we're gonna go on tour and just hang out with all the improvisers in every city, and like sort of see a building in our free time. But no, we're really looking forward to it. Check us out at the Meet Improv on any of those social platforms. We're gonna announce all the ways to sign up for classes and
Workshop.
shows. You can also email themeetimprov@gmail.com if you want one of us to coach you while we're out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next time on The Meet Improv.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.